transferring informations from SD90 to EventX. In this video, I will share my experience and I will give you answer. Can you transfer informations from SD90 to Ketron EventX? Can we transfer one set, complete set? No, we cannot transfer complete set. Why? Because those instruments, they have different operating system, and what is most important, they have different musical resources. Operating system is something that keyboard needs to operate, to work, but musical resources are informations that operating systems needs if operating system wants to work. So what is actually which information? Sounds, styles, loops, waves. So this instrument in live styles and real styles, it is using some loops. If we have those loops, it will work. If we don't have them, it will not work. That is going to give us some logical answer when we want to transfer some information from SD90 to EventX. So SD90 has some kind of musical resource that is that works in SD90, but many information from SD90 doesn't exist in EventX. That's why styles that are using audio files, audio loops, if those loops doesn't exist, those style you cannot just transfer from SD90 in Event. They will not work. Every style that is MIDI pattern, for example drums, and every part of the style that has MIDI patterns, MIDI information, it will work. Every style that has some loops and some waves, it will work only if those loops and waves exist in Ketron Events. Many of them exist in Ketron Events and in SD90, but some of them from SD90 doesn't exist in Event, so they will not work there. Now, let me start with user sounds. Now I will go here to user sounds here on page 1. I have one instrument. Let me see, just do we have sound here? Just let me check. Let me check this video. Is sound coming here? Sound is coming. I should check it in the beginning, but it is good. Now, let me go to piano section. What I did, I took one piano from SD90 that is actually factory piano, and I just put it inside of Ketron Event, and I gave it name Test. This is this piano. It works. Why it works? Because this information, they exist inside of Ketron SD90 and inside of Ketron EventX. Those are factory information, factory sounds. So whenever factory sounds exist in both instruments, they will work. But I have some sounds, they don't exist inside of Ketron Event. For example, there is one sound that is called Schlager 1 and there is Schlager 4. I like them very much. It is combination of the sounds. If I go inside of that combination here on SD90, I will explain you which sounds it is using. I will go to voices. I will go to user. Now let me just point to those instruments here to find, okay, Schlager 1. And I will open it. Skip why it happened. Okay, Schlager 1. Let me open that. Why is this happening? Okay, let me disconnect. Maybe some information are coming. Something is happening here. Funny with this guy, SD90. I want to call sound and it is just not allowing me to call it. Okay, now I did it. Now inside I have memory synth, brightness, and glasshouse. So those three sounds are making Schlager 4. So, and some of them, they don't exist in Ketron Event, especially this one's Schlager 1. I wish that I can open. Yeah, did I open it or no? So, okay, yeah. It has Fantasyland, Rocket, and Brightness. So those three instruments are making combination of instruments that is called Schlager 1. I really like them, but they don't exist in Ketron EventX. I tried to put them inside of Ketron EventX, and I did put them, but Ketron EventX doesn't see them. It doesn't see them at all. So I did it. They are inside on this section, pad section, and this instrument doesn't see them. I have a proper name, all proper information, but somehow because of information that are making that combination of the sound are missing in musical research, EventX is ignoring that. So all sounds that doesn't exist physically in Ketron EventX, you will not be able to see them and you will not be able to use them. Only sound combinations, if they exist in Ketron Event Musical Research, you will be able to see them. So what I did, I just tried to use something similar and I made those sounds. I made and I called them Xylopad 3, Xylopad 2, So I made something that sounds similar to those Schlager 1, Schlager 4 sound. So, and I was just trying to find some of those sounds that exist. I took them, I found some of them, and then I took something that is similar to those sounds, and I made similar sounds to those that exist in SD90, and I like to use them very much. So this is answer about user sounds. Again, whatever exists inside of Event, you will be able to transfer. Whatever doesn't exist inside of Event is in that musical resource. It will be ignored by Event if you put it from SD90 inside of Event. Now, another answer is capital letters, SRG, or small letters, doesn't matter. I tried it. I took piano that exists in both instruments, and I took a piano that has small letters inside of capitals, and I put it inside of Event. It works perfectly well. And this is that piano exactly. I will point to that piano now. I call it test piano. And I will add something on this. Even everything that I made on SD90 that is related to this piano, even using modulation wheel to add violins and some pads, it works perfectly well. So whatever I did on SD90, it works on Event. Some editing inside of inside of that voice that has several general MIDI voices inside, 3 of them. Whatever I did, it works perfectly well in Event. There is no problem if those sounds are inside of musical resource. Okay, that is about sounds. Now let us move from sounds to styles. Now, I already told you something about styles. What is going on with styles? Every style that has MIDI information inside of the style, you can transfer from SD90 to Ketron Event. If there is no instrument in musical resource, you can use another instrument, but it will work. Style will work. So that is nice. That's why I prefer MIDI styles more than audio styles, loops, and those, how they call them. Let me just go to style section. Something is wrong with screen of this guy. Let me try with left hand. Okay, and let me now exit this view. Okay. Whenever it is better to tell you audio drums. So whenever style is using audio drums, and those audio drums, if they exist in event, they will work. If they don't exist in event, they will not work. Rest parts of the style, they will work. And what you can do, you can choose another audio drum that you can use that is similar to audio drum that is inside of SD90. So use something from Event that is similar to something that is inside of SD90. So it is about audio styles. And of course, instrument has some new functions, you can add new functions on that style. So that is about styles. MIDI styles works. Styles with audio drums, they work if it's their audio drum. If it's not there, use something similar and then you can get result. Now let us move to registration. Registration has same kind of extension. What is going to happen if we put registration inside of Ketron Event? I did it, now I will see what is happening there. Now I will press the button registration, and now I will go to registration. For example, we have 1, 2, 3 folder of registration. I will go to number 3, and that is a registration that is called test. And I will click on that, and it will ask me, found all the series registration. Do you want to extract if contained KST, text, PDF, image files? I will say yes. And it will extract in folder, in registration folder. Now, after that extracting, you can use that style and save it as a registration. I know now you will say, oh my God, that is so frustrating. I have to do a lot of job. Practically, you have to go one by one registration. You have to first import them, for example, in one folder, registration folder that is empty. I did it in registration. Let me exit now from here. I put everything in registration folder 3. So now whatever I do, I will just first open and save it as a KST, Ketron style, and after that I will see if everything is working. If that was MIDI registration, it will work perfectly well. If that was a registration that has audio drums, you have to do what I told you that you have to do with styles. You have to, if audio drums exist in Ketron, it will work. If it doesn't exist in Event, then you have to find something similar, and then you have to put it, and then you have to save it again in registration memory in Event. Yes, there is a lot of work. So that's why don't hurry to sell SD90. That's why I'm going to keep SD90 because it will take some time to me to transfer all my registration. But what is good idea as well to do, go through your styles, explore your Ketron Event. Maybe you will find better solution for your registration that you had inside of SD90. Listen to the songs, listen to the styles of Event, and then if you find better solution, just use that new registration, use that new style and name it as a name of the song or name of the registration and save it under the same number. You have to keep same numbers that you had inside of SD90 if you are using songbook and you are calling all those registration from iPad, from songbook, from Unreal Book. So keep the same name and keep the same number. The most important is number, then name, because everything is going to be called by number. Name is just information. But name is good for you because now in Ketron Event, you can search for songs by alphabetical order. That's why it is good to put proper name, because now you can search it by number, search it by alphabetical order. In SD90, you can just search songs with number. So those are basically answers for you. A lot of people ask me how we can transfer information, what is about compatibility. Now I told you information about compatibility. Now, what is going on with samples? I have to make new video, and I will make it soon. Sorry because I'm a little bit late with videos. I'm on holiday. My family is here. I am spending a lot of time with my family, so I'm kind of trying to have some holiday time for me as well. See you in my next video. Please subscribe, and if you like this video, please recommend that video to your friends. See you in my next video. Have a great day.